Good evening, East Alabama. This is the Locker Room presented by Tits, Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. We want to welcome you in on this Friday afternoon. I cannot believe we have already made it to Friday. That celebrates for a Friday, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to remind you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the Locker Room. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Also tonight, we'll have our East Alabama Now news at 6:30 p.m. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards will have your local news. John Holder will have your local weather, and I will be bringing your sports. Speaking of Katie Edwards, her husband Jamison Edwards is the head baseball coach at Jacksonville. He won his 100th game as a head baseball coach yesterday. So, one heck of an accomplishment. We're going to have more on that on our East Alabama Now sports tonight at 6:30 p.m. Hey, in terms of the locker room today, we got a great show for you guys. We're going to have highlights from the girls' Calhoun County Soccer Championship game. We're going to hear from Wellborn head coach J.D. Phillips, whose team clinched a playoff spot yesterday for the first time since 2017. And then, as always, we have a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of scores from action yesterday in East Alabama. So, with that being said, let's go to our scoreboard and let's look at our baseball action from yesterday. Speaking of Jamison Edwards and the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, it was Class 4A Area 9 play. Make it back to back area championships for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Jackson Bonner went 3 for 4. He had a double, 2 runs, and 3 RBIs. White Plains trailed in this game 10-1, but they came all the way back to make it 10-9. Had bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th, and Jacksonville held on. Zay Lemon went 2 for 4. He had 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Drake Loggins went 3 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI. And for White Plains, Cooper Tenney went perfect at the plate. He went 4 for 4 with 3 doubles, 2 runs, and 3 RBIs. But it was Jacksonville that got the win, 10-9. You're going to hear from Coach J.D. Phillips of the Wellborn Panthers later on today on our show. His Wellborn Panthers got a win over Weaver in Class 3A Area 10, and it clinches Wellborn their first playoff spot since 2017. They got 3 RBIs from Sean Perez, Isaiah Amberson, Brennan Talley, and Dozier Hayes. Hayes went 4 for 5 at the plate with 2 runs. Talley and Amberson had 2 hits apiece, and Perez took advantage of 4 of the 11 walks that Weaver issued. Cameron O'Brien had 2 hits, had an RBI. Will Phillips had a single and an RBI, along with Tanner Ingram and John Talley. On the mound, Amberson allowed 5 hits, 3 earned runs with 5 strikeouts in 6 innings. And then John Talley struck out 2 batters in his 1 inning of relief as Wellborn gets the win 16-3. Piedmont and Sachs played a doubleheader. Piedmont completed a sweep in Class 3A Area 10 against Sachs. They outscored the Wildcats 58-4 in 3 games. Winless Sachs hit 12 batters in their game on Thursday, which ran the series total up to 25, which they tied a state record with 13. Piedmont also, listen to this, stole 28 bases. That's unbelievable. Cole Alston had 7 steals. Hayes Gunn led the opener, going 2 for 4 with a home run and 4 RBIs. Piedmont also got a double and RBI from Brody Holmesley, Trevor Pike, Jonah Pike, and McLean Mohan. Ja'Cory Avery for Sachs went 2 for 3 with a home run, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. In their second game of the night, Piedmont won that one, so they won the first game 14-4. They won the second game 18-0. They got a single and an RBI from Mohan, Holmesley, Cole Alston, Brennan Hurst, Grayson Hare, Braden Estes, Cole Wilson, Mason Vaughn, Chase Kirkpatrick. You get it. A lot of guys contributed as the Bulldogs won the second game 18-0. The Oxford Yellow Jackets had a sweep in 6A Area 13. They scored all 5 of their runs in Game 1 in the 6th inning. The rally included an RBI single from Reed, from Rocco Maniscalco, and run-scoring grounders from Ty Gann and Judd Sire. Forrest Heacock was hit by a pitch with bases loaded that scored a run. Nick Richardson allowed 5 hits and 1 earned run with 5 strikeouts in 5 innings. In game number 2, Oxford shut out Fort Payne 4-0. Gavin Griner, Bryson Bradford, and Hudson Gilman combined to allow 3 hits. Griner struck out 6 batters. R.J. Brooks at the plate had a triple and 2 RBIs, and Gann doubled and scored. Richardson went 2 for 3 and scored a run as Oxford got the win 4-0. How about Coach Zach Welch and the Alexandria Valley Cubs? They got a win over Lincoln 12-0 in game number 1. On the mound, Trip Patterson only gave up 4 hits. He had a shutout, 7 strikeouts, and only gave up 1 walk. Evan Snow doubled and drove in 3 runs, and Samuel Henniger singled with 2 RBIs. Brody Slayton and Ty Brown had a hit apiece, as Slayton scored 2 runs and Brown had an RBI. Ian Cartwright and Nick Thompson each had a single and RBI. Cartwright had 2 doubles, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs, as Alexandria got the win 12-0. In game number 2, it was a 15-2 win for Alexandria. Thompson had a single, a run, 3 RBIs. Henniger went 3 for 4 with a run and an RBI, and Brown a single, 2 runs, and an RBI. Braden Thacker pitched for the Valley Cubs. He got the win, allowing 5 hits, 1 earned run with 4 strikeouts in 5 innings, as Alexandria won 15-2. How about Coach Dalton Turner and the Pleasant Valley Raiders? They pounded 24 hits against Susan Moore as they won 21-0. Samuel Duncan and Braxton Salster had 3 hits and 4 RBIs apiece. Will Underwood had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. John Garrett Bryant had 3 hits, including a double and 2 RBIs. And Noah Johnson had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Samuel Duncan pitched a 5-hit shutout with 7 strikeouts, as Pleasant Valley won by 3 touchdowns as they won 21-0. Jacksonville Christian Academy scored not 1 but 2 Class 1A Area 12 victories yesterday. They actually trailed in the second game, but in the first game, they took care of business 3-2. It was a close one. So Jacksonville Christian won the first game 3-2. The second game, they won 16-15, and they actually trailed 11-0 at one point. That's right. They trailed 11-0. They scored 6 runs in the second inning, and JCA scored the other 10 runs in the final 4 innings. Noah Lee went 2 for 3 with a triple, a run, and 4 RBIs. Bryson Dowdy went 2 for 5 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Jesse Ganaway drove in 2 runs. Travis Barnhill pitched the first game. When we go back to the first game, which was a 3-2 score, this one right here, Travis Barnhill only gave up 1 hit. He struck out 11 batters with 2 walks in 7 innings. He had an RBI at the plate. Now let's go back to our high-scoring game right here, where Dowdy went 2 for 2 with an RBI. Ganaway was 2 for 4 with a double and 2 runs. And it was the Jacksonville Christian Academy Thunder. They got the 16-15 win. How about Donahoe and Gaston? They split last night in 2A Area 13 play. Gaston won the first game 7-1. And then in the second game, Donahoe responded by winning 7-0 to win the series. Hayes Farrell pitched a 1-hitter with 8 strikeouts. Kai Kleckler had 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Peyton Webb went 2 for 4 with a triple and a run. Jordan Cameron drove in a run, and then Farrell had a single and RBI as Donahoe took the series in 2A Area 13 as they won 7-0. Cleveland County, the Tigers, they had a break. They already swept Anniston, so they played some non-area baseball. And Nathan Wright, he only gave up 2 hits. He had 4 strikeouts. He had an RBI as Cleveland County beat Horseshoe Bend 11-1. Gabriel Wickersham had a double, scored 2 runs, and Matthew Wilson had a single, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. Hunter Gore went 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI. Nathan Adams had 2 RBIs. Jake Littleton and Jason Deese each had a single and an RBI as Cleveland County won 11-1. All right, that is all of our baseball action from yesterday. Boy, was that a lot. I had so much fun. Let's go back to the scoreboard. Now we're going to talk softball from the Calhoun County Tournament. It has been a busy week at Choccolocco Park when it comes to the county tournament. The action started yesterday with the winners finals game. The winner of this game was going to clinch a spot in the county championship and was going to have to wait. Well, I'll tell you what, Alexandria scored a lot of runs, but don't even focus on the 7, focus on the 0. Presley Slayton only gave up 3 hits. She shut out Piedmont, and then she had a home run at the plate. How about that? Christian Hess also had a 2-run inside the park home run as Alexandria defeated Piedmont 7-0 and it advanced to the Calhoun County Championship game. So that would take us to the elimination bracket, where now teams are just trying to stay in the tournament. So let's move forward to our first elimination game from yesterday. Oxford and Pleasant Valley. And it would be Oxford that got the win over Pleasant Valley. They actually eliminated Pleasant Valley by a 5-2 score. Berkeley Mooney got the win, allowing 6 hits with 2 earned runs and 4 strikeouts in 5 innings. She also had a double and RBI. Kaylin Crosley went 2 for 2 with a run and 2 RBIs. Adasia Wilson went 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. And Reagan Sanders had a double and RBI. For Pleasant Valley, Lily Henry hit 2 doubles and scored 2 runs. And Gracie Ward went 2 for 3 with an RBI, but Oxford got the win 5-2. We move forward. Coach Muncher and the White Plains Wildcats went head-to-head with Coach Poe and the Ohatchee Indians. Carly Fritz and Leighton Arnold combined to pitch a no-hitter. They did not give up a hit. Arnold struck out 5 batters in 3 innings. Fritz pitched 1 inning with 1 strikeout. Sarah Kay Adams homered and had 2 RBIs. Fritz went 2 for 2 with a double and RBI, and Richardson had a double and an RBI. Brayton Moran singled and drove in a run as White Plains got the win over Ohatchee 7-0. Coach Muncher's team followed that up with a 15-6 win over Oxford. White Plains had 13 hits against Oxford, including 7 extra base hits. Richardson and Cooper Martin each had a triple, and the Wildcats got a double from Adams, Moran, Arnold, Cassidy Arnold, and Haley Smith. Martin, Moran, Adams, Leighton Arnold, and Cassidy Arnold each had 2 RBIs apiece. Richardson went 3 for 3 with 3 runs and an RBI, and Smith went 2 for 2 with 2 runs and an RBI. That took us to the final game of the night. The winner faces Alexandria for the Calhoun County Championship, and Piedmont got the win 5-2. Savannah Smith bounced back from taking the loss against Alexandria. She gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run with 5 strikeouts. She went 2 for 2 at the plate, scored 2 runs. Kayla Brothers tripled and had an RBI. Piedmont got a single and RBI from Carson Young, Ameria Champion, and Cadence Buttram. And then for White Plains, Callie Richardson hit a solo home run and doubled and scored a run. And Carly Fritz went 2 for 2 with a double and an RBI as Piedmont got the win 5-2 over White Plains. That means the stage is set tonight at Chockalacca Park. It'll be the Alexandria Valley Cubs versus the Piedmont Bulldogs for the Calhoun County Softball Championship. If Alexandria wins the first game, then it's over. They're county champions. If Piedmont wins the first game, then a second game will take place that'll decide the county champion. All Alexandria has to do is win 1 tonight. In order for Piedmont to be the county champion, they have to win twice because they already took 1 loss in the county tournament, whereas Alexandria is undefeated in the county tournament. All right, that's all of our scores from yesterday. When we come back, we're going to have highlights from the Calhoun County Girls Soccer Championship game, and we're going to talk more about the County Soccer Championship as we continue on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
We live in a world that moves quickly, and while we are able to connect faster than ever through technology, maybe you've noticed that real connection is hard to come by. Parker Memorial Baptist Church offers you a place to connect, a place to learn more about Jesus and the difference He can make in your life, a place to build relationships with like-minded believers, or maybe discover what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ. A place to use the gifts and talents God has given you. A place where we love God and we love you. Parker Memorial Baptist Church, 1205 Quintard Avenue, Anniston. Visit our website for details.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, or luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston. You can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Wellborn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, or tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond, and now they offer you work on your outdoor space. whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That's shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the Locker Room. We continue on the Locker Room on this Friday afternoon. Can you believe it? We have already made it to Friday. Well, I got to tell you what, it has been one of the busiest weeks we've seen in a long time. With the Calhoun County Golf Championship, Calhoun County Track and Field Meet, Calhoun County Soccer Championship, and the Calhoun County Softball Tournament all going on in the same week. We do have highlights from the Calhoun County Girls Soccer Championship game from last night. Those highlights are presented by Lindsay Barger of Really Real Real Estate. And I got to ask you a simple question. Are you ready to buy or sell? Well, together with Lindsay Barger, we can help make your home dreams a reality. She specializes in home buying, selling, and investing. Whether you want to buy a personal home, buy land to build a dream home, sell a rental home, or buy a home to flip and resell, Lindsay Barger is your friend through it all. I know that she would love to guide you in the process today, so call her at 256-441-2389. Call her for all your real estate needs, and do not forget to like and follow her on Facebook and Instagram at lindsaybarger.realtor. All right, let's go out to our Lindsay Barger Really Real Real Estate highlights from Choccolocco Park. There's the Donahoe Falcons. You see it right there, getting ready to play in the county championship game. They're going to be going head-to-head with the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. See the Golden Eagles right there? How about that? The number 3 seed against the number 1 seed. All right, let's get our action started. Erin Turley is your goalie for the Donahoe Falcons. One of the top-rated players in the state of Alabama. She's going to toss it to Samantha Wakefield. Now we're going to move the ball around the field a little bit. Donahoe on offense. Now Jacksonville is going to take over. The Golden Eagles looking to get something going. And soccer is just an interesting sport. I can tell you that. The ball just goes flying around in a lot of different places. And it's hard to keep up with anything. But this one is going to go down the field right here. We got Donahoe on offense still. In Turley's hands, so I apologize. Turley is not the goalie. That shot made it look like she was at the beginning, but she is not. I knew she wasn't. I don't know why I even said that in the first place. All right, here we go. Donahoe still on offense, moving the ball down, trying to get something going. Now it's going to be pushed. Goal! Anna Kate Wallace puts it in. I've been waiting to do that, baby. Enter in my old FIFA. All right, here we go. Donahoe's up 1-0. That was Anna Kate Wallace who got the goal for the Falcons. And this one, it's hard to keep up, man. Soccer is a fast-paced game. I played soccer for 1 year in 3rd grade. We had no goalies, and it was upper league. I won MVP, but it wasn't that hard. There was no goalies. All right, Jacksonville this time trying to get something going. But this one's going to go out of bounds, so they can't get a goal there. Jacksonville now going to take it out. Jacksonville came into this tournament the number 3 seed. Right there, that's going to be Emma Easterling, who's going to kick it in for the Golden Eagles. She's going to kick it to her teammate, who's going to be on offense now. Jacksonville trying to get the ball up the field to see if they can get something going. But Donahoe's going to get a steal. They're going to try to work something again. Nothing's going to happen here, though. Oh, come on, give me a yellow card, ref. Where's the yellow card at? No card? I didn't see him hold one up. Jacksonville moving the ball back up the field now, trying to get something going. They're going to keep it. Donahoe now back on offense. Going back down the field again. That's going to be stopped by Jacksonville. There's the head coach of the Donahoe Falcons. Donahoe back on offense now. You seen just a second ago. That was Morgan Perry hitting it in. Jacksonville now on offense. And now it's Donahoe on offense. You know, don't get too comfortable because this game changes a lot. Morgan Perry's got it down there on the far end. Kind of having a hard time seeing, but hey, big thank you to Nathan and Ashley Gober. There's the, what was it? We got a flag or something. It's going to be substitutions, what it is. Offsides, I believe. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a little offsides. All right, we're going to have a substitution. That is going to put Lauren Wigley in the game for the Falcons. So she comes in as a substitution. All right, Donahoe on offense. Chloe Melton right there. Gonna pass it to her teammate. I believe that is Erin Turley down there at the ball. Good job, though, by Jacksonville's defense, and they're just going to kick that one up the field to try to get it away. That was a move right there. All right, Jacksonville on offense, and just like that, Donahoe on offense. Like I said, it doesn't matter. When you say something, something's going to happen. All right. And, what a move right there. All right, we got penalty kicks, and that one was kicked by Sarah Slafai of Jacksonville. Donahoe, though, responds with their own penalty kick. All right, now we've got Lexington Page for Jacksonville, and that one's going to be stopped by Donahoe. All right, now Donahoe penalty kicks. We've got a tie game. This is Lori Catherine Perks, stopped by Jacksonville. Good stop. All right, now Jacksonville going for a penalty kick. That one is good by Emerson Weaver. Goal! All right, Donahoe now looking to respond, and that one is good by Anna Kate Wallace. Goal! All right, back to Jacksonville. This is Johae Kim. Goal! I can say this over and over and over again. All right, Donahoe back again. This one is good by Zoe Christopher. Goal! All right, something's got to give. That one is stopped. So Emma Easterling's penalty kick is stopped. Now for the win. It's all going to come down to this. Samantha Wakefield for the county championship. Can she do it? Goal! And the Donahoe Falcons are your Calhoun County champions for the girls. The number one team in Class 1A through 3A wins the county championship and celebrates midfield on Samantha Wakefield's penalty kick. She was a big-time contributor for the volleyball program this past fall. Big-time contributor to their soccer team as they are poised to make a run for that state championship. Samantha Wakefield gets the win. Let's look at the score from the final result. After the penalty kicks, it gave the Donahoe Falcons a 2-1 win over the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. And we told you right there, Samantha Wakefield got it past Lara Lee Church as she gets the win. The penalty kick shootout, you've seen it. Whew, them things are high intensifying. Anything can happen, but it all came down to the end. And I got to tell you, Jacksonville goalie, the Jacksonville goalie is Kelsey Sigler, so I got that wrong a second ago. But she actually stopped one of the penalty kicks from Donahoe, which came down to Wakefield's penalty kick, which ultimately got the win for the Falcons. Now, although we don't have highlights of the boys' game, we do still want to recap that game as well, because the Donahoe Falcons girls won a county championship. Their boys were looking to do the same thing. Did they get the job done? No, they did not. It was all Oxford as the Yellow Jackets win the Calhoun County Boys Championship, and they won it in pretty dominant fashion, 7-1. How about this? Oxford got a goal from Isaac Hernandez, Kevin Martinez, Kevin Reyes, Yandel Amador, and Tristan Kuntz. I apologize if I mispronounced that. But each one of them scored a goal that contributed to the Oxford Yellow Jackets. And how about this? Oxford lost 3 first-team All-Calhoun County players from last year, but they still come back to win another county championship. So how about the Oxford Yellow Jackets boys soccer team, who is your county champions? All right, that's the highlights from the Calhoun County Soccer Championship games. That is the scores from the Calhoun County Soccer Championship games. When we come back, we're going to go back to the Diamond. We're going to talk Wellborn Panther baseball. They're headed to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. We have more on that in just a minute as we continue on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
We continue on the Locker Room on this Friday afternoon. I'm Namath Pitts. I want to remind you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss any of our local content. We're about to wrap up the show for the week. Matter of fact, I'm sitting here looking, we're getting close to me having to be in the newsroom for sports on East Alabama Now. But I want to remind you, if you have not already, hit that like and follow button so that you do not miss the Locker Room and do not miss East Alabama Now news. Now, everybody knows that Namath's alma mater is Wellborn. Namath is as big of a Wellborn fan as you're going to find. If you cut me open, I don't bleed red. I bleed black and white, baby. And it runs deep. And how about my Wellborn Panthers? The last time Wellborn made the playoffs was 2017. I was a sophomore in high school. I did not play baseball, but I was traveling with them because my older brother, Kane, was a senior. And that team made the playoffs, where they went to Pisgah in round number 1, knocked off Pisgah in 3 games, then went to Lauderdale County in the second round, and that's where their season came to an end. But that team had a lot of talent. This Wellborn team's a little different. Certainly have some talented players, but much younger than that senior-heavy team was at the time. For J.D. Phillips' team, yeah, they've heard maybe they're not necessarily in a strong area. Sachs struggled, has not got a win yet this season. Weaver starting a lot of 8th graders. And then you have Piedmont, who's obviously in contention for a state championship. But Wellborn has beaten who the AHSA has told them that they have to beat to make the playoffs. So you certainly can't knock them for their area. They've done what they were supposed to do, what any other team tries to do, and that is win the area series that they have to win to make the playoffs. Here's the Wellborn baseball team after last night's win over Weaver. You see it right there. This team is playoff bound. This is a team that last night had a big offensive performance. They really cut things on in the 6th inning. That's when things changed for Wellborn. Dozier Hayes had 4 hits and 5 at-bats. He had a big game for Wellborn. And I got to tell you what, I'm really proud of Coach J.D. Phillips. He was an assistant for a long time. 2nd full season as the head coach. His team got 14 hits last night. Amberson, Hayes, Talley, and Perez each drove in 3 runs for Wellborn. O'Brien collected 2 hits for the Panthers. Perez had 4 walks. They piled up 11 walks. Ingram stole 2 bases. And they got the job done. They did what they had to do to defeat Weaver and make themselves a team that will be playing more baseball in a couple weeks. We went to Wellborn High School today where we talked with the head coach of the Panthers, J.D. Phillips. Got to cut it up with him a little bit, chat it up, talk about making the playoffs for the first time since 2017. So here's the head coach of the Wellborn Panthers, Coach J.D. Phillips, talking about making the playoffs for the first time since 2017.
Well, it's pretty great. Namath, we hadn't been able to do that since, like you said, 2017. So it's just a great feeling to be a part of, and we've worked so hard to get to here. And last year, not having any seniors, my first year as a head coach, right now. Me now only having 2. So, just the growth and turnaround for this program has really turned around, and we're hoping to continue to do great things around here.
In order for Wellborn to make the playoffs, they had to defeat Weaver in 2 out of 3 games. They did just that. Weaver is a young team, but if you look at the history, Wellborn's kind of struggled to win at Weaver. That's something that Wellborn's never really done a good job of doing, or better yet, good job of having to do. So here's Coach J.D. Phillips talking about winning the series against Weaver.
Of course, Weaver, they got a pretty good team. They're very young over there. They're in the same situation I was in last year. They don't have any seniors, but just being able to go over there, and that's always been a tough place to play for us. So just being able to go over there, and we struggled the first 4 innings, but just to be able to have that adversity and dig down deep and see what our kids are made of was really a testament of the hard work we put in all year.
For the Wellborn Panthers, they've now clinched a spot in the playoffs, but the job's not finished. They've got a doubleheader with Piedmont next week, and then they could play a Game 3 if necessary. And for Wellborn, it does feel like a little bit of David going against Goliath, right? Not anyone really expects anyone in the area to be competitive with Piedmont. Piedmont's a team that's, predicted by many to play for a state championship. Coach J.D. Phillips just wants his team to compete. He wants them to ride this wave of goodness and see if they can steal one from Piedmont, or 2, better yet, and give themselves a chance to be area champions. So I asked Coach Phillips, it is a little bit of a David versus Goliath situation, but just talk a little bit about this series next week against Piedmont for the area championship.
Yeah, so Piedmont, of course, they're just a great powerhouse. They've been a great team for a very, very long time, and Coach Dearman over there always just does a great job with those kids and just continues to, year in and year out, produce great talent over there and great teams. And so, of course, it is going to be a huge task to go over there and play them and compete with them. But, I have full belief in our team and all our kids that we're going to go over there, and we're just, we're so excited right now that we're just going to live off that excitement and that, just continue to build, go over there and just, hey, give them the best game we got. Just play every play, pitch by pitch, and just, do everything that we can do to put ourselves in a chance to win. That's all that I ask of the kids, so that's something that can be great for us.
The Wellborn Panthers are headed to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. Congratulations to my good friend J.D. Phillips. Congratulations to my alma mater. And, Coach, that is one nice pullover you got on. I love that Panther logo right there. I need to get me one of those. Also like their hats as well. Wellborn's got some good uniform combos on top of winning enough games on the schedule to make the playoffs. Hey, I can't thank you guys enough for joining us during what was a very busy week. I'm now going to go into hibernation for the next 2 days, and I'll see you guys back here Monday night. Actually, I'll see you at East Alabama Now News in a little bit, but after that, I'm going into hibernation, and I'll see y'all on Monday. Hey, have a great weekend. Stay safe, and thank you so much for supporting the Locker Room. We'll see you back here Monday at 5 p.m. I'm Namath Pitts, and thank you for watching the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.